It matters primarily for the Christian. It matters because if there was no resurrection, there is no reason to believe in Jesus of Nazareth. There's no reason to believe that he is who he claimed to be. Now, there was one instance in John chapter 2 when Jesus was in the temple and he was so upset, livid, you could say, at what was happening in the temple that he literally overturned the tables. He threw out the money changers and all of that. He basically cleansed the temple. Now, the Jews were pretty upset with what they did, and they came to him and they said, "By what authority do you do these things?" Literally, their question they asked Jesus was, "Who do you think you are? How dare you do what you just did?" And Jesus' response to that question was, he says, "Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up." Now, they were stunned by his answer because everybody knew that it took decades, 4+ decades to build the temple. But he was talking about his body as a temple. And repeatedly through the Gospels, you will find that every time the question of Jesus' identity was raised, the response was his death and his resurrection. So much so that Paul, when he writes to the church in the first century, to the Corinthian church, in 1 Corinthians and in chapter 15, he made this bold claim. He said, "If Jesus did not rise from the dead, our faith is in vain, and we, of all people, must be pitied for our beliefs." But Jesus did rise from the dead. The tomb was empty 3 days later, and so the Christian's faith is not in vain. The resurrection matters because it is on the resurrection of Jesus Christ that the entire faith of the Christian hangs.